In this video today, we are going to talk about how to deploy the Horizon Application Manager Service Virtual Appliance. To deploy the virtual appliance, we simply choose to deploy the OVF template, browse to where the template is, provide a name, choose the host or cluster you'd like to deploy to, choose the type of disk format. I'm going to choose thin provisioning. If you have an IP pool set up in vCenter already, you can choose fixed and it will prompt you to select the IP address. In this case, I do not have an IP pool set up, so I'm going to choose DHCP and I'm going to manually configure my networking. Now review the summary and click Finish. The next step is to power on and go through our first time boot wizard. The first time you deploy the appliance, it is going to ask you to set the password for the root user. It will then ask you to set a password for the SSHUser in case you need to manage the virtual appliance. Now we configure the network parameters. We are not going to use IPv6 in this environment. We are not going to use DHCP in this environment. I'm entering in the IP address. I'm going to use the default netmask and the default gateway, but I'm going to change the DNS server. And we are not going to use a proxy. I'm going to confirm the information. After the networking information, it now wants to know the host name. In this case, my Horizon organization is going to be called Horizon. I have already created a DNS record for Horizon. Now that I've entered the host name, it's going to go through some initial config. Okay, now we can actually do some more configuration. First thing I'm going to do is set the time zone. At this point, I am done configuring Horizon. The next step is to browse to the URL on the home page to manage the service and configure the first organization.